Here we are back again. I did not expect to be making this video so soon, but the Suns have already matched the max offer sheet that the Pacers presented to restricted free agent Deandre Ayton. Shams was the first to report it. League sources also confirmed it to Indy Star. It is a whirlwind of a day for the Pacers, particularly for the fans if you felt any emotions. I applaud Indiana for going for it, taking a big swing, which they've rarely ever done. This is the first time that they've actually gone after restricted free agents since 2013. And obviously with the 4 years, $133 million, that's a huge deal, the largest in league history for a offer sheet. So the Pacers really went for it. They wanted to pair Deandre Ayton with Tyrese Halliburton. The expectation all along was for Phoenix to retain Deandre Ayton. You can't let a former number one pick walk for nothing. And I do believe if he had left the Pacers, or left for the Pacers rather, the Suns' title window with Deandre Ayton, with Chris Paul, with Devin Booker, would have been closed. So they're going to try to run it back and see if they can get back to the championship like they did in 2021. But as for the Pacers, where they go forward from here depends a lot on how they talk to Miles Turner. It's no secret that they tried to upgrade at his position. When Jalen Smith re-signed here, Rick Carlisle said that he was going to be the team's starting power forward. Obviously, at that time, Miles Turner was going to be the team's starting center. And then they went after Deandre Ayton. So on paper, on the depth chart, Miles Turner is still here under contract for 1 more year. Obviously, he'd be the starting center today if they played today. But relationships matter. And he might feel slighted. He might feel like, hey, you guys didn't want me. You guys didn't give me a chance to prove myself. Whatever the case may be. But ultimately, I'd support the decision by the Pacers to go after Deandre Ayton. I think he's a better player than Miles Turner, clearly. A younger player as well, more versatile on the offensive end. He averages a double-double for his career. Miles is probably a little bit better defensively, but I think that it was a significant upgrade at that position, and you had to go for it. Like I said, though, the relationships matter, and I do think that Miles has the right to be upset. If I was in his shoes, I probably would be too, because you always want to be the player that is wanted rather than the player that's not wanted. So anytime your team goes out and throws 130 million plus at a different player who plays your position, that says a lot. So we'll see if Miles Turner sticks around this season. I know he's going into a contract year. He's on an expiring contract. So a decision has to be made. He either has to sign an extension if they offer him one, or the Pacers have to, get back on the phone to figure out how to move Miles Turner and get some assets back in return for him, and just really, go through perhaps a longer rebuild, obviously, without having Deandre Ayton on the roster. Interested to see what Tyrese Halliburton's face looked like throughout today and his thoughts on the whole matter, but that'll come at a later date whenever we get a chance to sit down and talk to him. But for me, crazy day. Maybe I'll finally go get a haircut because it's been so hectic and I've been scared to get away from my phone. But again, I think that it was a really good decision for the Pacers to go for it. It just didn't go their way.